It's always quite challenging to explain the process of making music after it's done, because it's such a mix for me of what's very personal and what I'm absorbing from outside as well. And so this last year has been, for me, a big time in my life because I gave birth to my second child. And at the same time that was happening, there was such a crisis, and is such a crisis going on, where I didn't be in situations where I'd be holding my baby in my lovely home and we have everything we need, you know, and then I'd be reading the news about thousands of people trying to give their children the same thing, and that it just doesn't add up, you know. It's like, how do I get to have these things when other people don't, and some people are saying that they can't have it? And Land of Gold for me was a way to express my feelings about things that are happening in the world. I didn't plan it that way when I started making an album, but I just found that was what was on my mind all the time. I was just crying when I read the news, and I'd go into the studio to make music, and so automatically that ended up being what was coming out. And before I knew it, I was making an album in response to the refugee crisis and all the horrible things I was seeing. As an artist, you know, I can't change the world, I can't, you know, fix all of that, but I can't help it coming in as well, and if that makes a difference in any way, then that's good. But you know, that's not even the point when I'm doing it. It's just honest. You know, I feel it. I feel the pain. I feel the frustration, and then I have somewhere to put that, I guess. It sounds very grandiose to say I hope my music makes a difference, but I do believe art makes a difference. I think it connects people to the side of themselves that connects to each other. You know, when we connect to our hearts, that's when we can see each other as connected. And art brings us back to our heart. It brings us back to that space. And so as a musician, that's always what I hope, is that when people hear my music, they feel that feeling of being moved, you know, because that brings us back and reminds us of what matters. And so if I've done that for even like 5 people, then I've done my job, I think.